Hello VC, thought I'd make a short video showing some recent acquisitions to my vinyl collection. We'll start with this one, Brian Jonestown Massacre.
I'm tired of living alone. I just discovered alone. I feel uncovered with you. I feel right here. I'm kinda silly, I know. I'm not your...
You can see the boys went all out on the design of the interior of that jacket. This is a 2-record set. Vinyl pressing is excellent. Great record. If you're familiar with Brian Jonestown Massacre, it's pretty much similar to some of the other work they're doing. They didn't stray too far off on this one. Excellent album. This next one is one from Japan. Shocking Blue live in Japan. As with most Japanese pressings, this one does come with an insert, which is all in Japanese. I believe this is on the Polydor label. A very good pressing. I think this was originally a concert in 1972. I'm not absolutely sure, so don't quote me on that. This next one is a reissue. I believe the original release of this was a gatefold unipack, whereas this is just a single jacket. They did recreate the label. Vinyl quality on this one is very good, excellent. With myself, over time, a few years ago, I would always go for the original pressings. But in the past year, slightly sort of drifting towards reissues. And the reason for that mainly is because, take a record for example that maybe on eBay goes for $40 on average. It goes for $40 US when it's up for auction. Well, that $40 US is $53 Canadian. Add $22 for shipping, you're now at $75 Canadian for that $40 eBay record. Whereas reissues, like this one I think was $22 plus $22 Canadian plus $4 Canadian shipping. So it's quite a savings in money. I mean, if you can afford it, it's nice to have the originals. But I'm finding most reissues, the quality of the pressings are quite good on most of them, and considerably cheaper. So I'm sort of heading off in that direction of collecting reissues now. Having said all that, this next one is an original recolored reprise pressing.
Walk me out in the morning dew, my honey. Walk me out in the morning dew today. Can't walk you out in the morning dew, my honey. Can't walk you out.
This next one is also an original. And they had the big hit on this one here, One Tin Soldier.
Listen, children, to a story that was written long ago about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley far below. On the mountain was the treasure buried deep.
I believe this is on the MGM label, I think. Yeah, MGM. This next one is a reissue, just arrived. I still got the cellophane on it, so there might be a little bit of a glare. Alligator Boogaloo. Blue Note reissue. Blue Note label. This next one is an original, not very in demand unless you're into yay music, whatever. This is I believe it's a UK pressing on Pi. Yeah, it's the Pi label, around 63, 64, but this is very early. It's almost yay at the start of the yay scene, which would have a major influence on music in France throughout the 60s. This is a collection of different artists. A couple that you would recognize is Francois Harding and Petulia Clark, for example, are on this one. Surprise party for young people.
Tous les garçons et les filles de mon âge se promènent dans la rue de par deux. Tous les garçons et les filles de mon âge savent bien ce que c'est qu'être heureux. Et les yeux dans les yeux, et la main dans la main.
If you're into yay music, this might be one worth looking into. Okay, so now for the last one. Back in, I guess it's probably late April, it was announced that one of my faves, Kylie Minogue, was releasing sort of like her greatest hits, Step Back into Time. And record was going to come in three flavors: black vinyl, limited edition colored vinyl, and very limited edition picture disc. Naturally, I wanted the picture disc. So, went looking for it, and in, I guess it was May, the release date for the record was June 27th, June 28th, something like that. And in May, there was a seller in the UK who was had like an eBay store, and he had 10 copies. Well, he had 10 coming in when the album was released, and he put them up for sale, the picture discs, for £70 each. I wanted one, but I couldn't get one because he did not ship to North America. So at the time I thought, well, that's okay. Someone else will put some up for sale, and they'll ship to North America. 3 weeks later, not a single vendor anywhere was shipping or even had the picture disc. There was nothing. I started worrying, so I said I better bite the bullet here on this and order the colored vinyl at least. So this is the album. This is the colored vinyl release.
In my imagination there is no complication. I dream about you all the time. In my mind a celebration, the sweetest of sensation. Thinking you could be mine. In my imagination there is no hesitation. We walk together hand in hand. I'm dreaming you fell in love with me, like I'm in love with you. But dreaming's all I do. If only they come true, I should be so.
So anyway, day came, I think it was June 27th, June 28th, I don't remember. And not a single copy of the picture disc anywhere. So I was feeling pretty depressed. Get an email around midnight from Amazon, probably on the midnight of June 27th, saying your Kylie Minogue color discs have shipped. So, well, that's fine. I got the colored ones anyway. And I happened at that instant, it was midnight, June 27th, I went on, I can't remember, I believe it might have been Amazon UK, because that's where I do most of my shopping now, is actually Amazon UK. And there was one vendor who had one copy of the picture disc, who did ship to North America, selling for £64, which was the retail price. And I was on that buy button faster than a vulture on a zebra carcass. And that vendor, I believe, was in Cyprus. And 3 days later, via airmail, it arrives. Picture discs are in gatefold, where the color discs were not. 2 vinyl set. I'll just show one. They're both the same. So it's step back in time. One side is like that. The other side like that. So I got my picture disc. For me, this is going to be the grail of the year. Man, did I ever want that, and I got it. A couple things. First, so the disc picture is Kylie inside a clock, sort of like using her legs to point at the minutes on the clock. Well, that's not original. If you look over my shoulder on the wall, there's Julie London there from the very early 60s, which is around midnight. And that's Julie London inside a clock using her legs to show about 3 minutes after midnight. Actually, it took me a year to get a clean jacket for that record. So the other thing is the colored vinyl came with download code. Picture discs did not. So I don't know the reason for that. So pretty happy. Also, all you psych and garage collectors out there who've got your finger down your throat right now because it's Kylie Minogue, have a look on eBay at what those records are going for. It's the people who managed to get a copy, and I'm pretty sure there's very few copies out there. They're now selling on eBay for close to $200 US. And that is only about 6 weeks after the release date. So, pretty good. One last thing I'll just mention before I sign off, and that's I was mentioning earlier where I started going towards reissues. Another good thing I like with reissues, when I'm buying reissues, I'm going usually through Amazon UK, sometimes Amazon Canada, mostly UK. When I go through UK, I don't pay sales tax. And for whatever reason, the records are much cheaper, at least $10 Canadian cheaper for every vinyl. But in the past, when buying from eBay, winning auctions, I would have records coming inside pizza boxes. I had one seller who just took 2 pieces of cardboard and taped them to the jacket so that when I tried to remove the tape, I delaminated the spine on the jacket. Time and time again, the packing from a lot of these resellers was terrible. Of course, I would never buy from them again. Whereas Amazon, on the other hand, God, it's almost overkill. So first, the records themselves are in a box like this, which is pretty common. But this box was inside this box with a ton of paper in it. So you know when you're shipping one record in a box this size, your record's going to probably come intact. So that's what I have for this week. There's a lot more records coming in the mail over the next few days, including more psychedelic stuff. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.